I, Emmanuel Kwadwo Agyekum,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Just in 2 minutes, tell us about yourself and we'll proceed with the vetting questions.
Right. Thank you very much, Chairman. My name is Emmanuel Kwadwo Agyekum. I was born on the 3rd of December 1973 in Kranza, Bono East. I schooled in SDA Primary. Then I had my middle school education in Roman Catholic Middle School in Kranza. I attended Kumasi Technical Institute. Then I went to Southgate College, then Reading College. Then I did my bachelor's at Kingston University. I did my postgraduate diploma in Westminster University. Then my IMBA in the University of Applied Science in Germany. I've worked as a municipal chief executive in Kranza, then as a member of parliament from 2013 to 2017, then a member of parliament from 2021 to 2025. Then I'm back again as a member of parliament. Thank you.
Can I start?
Thank you very much. I will proceed to give the floor to Honorable Patrick Yaoboma to start with the questions.
Chairman, thank you very much. Let me congratulate the nominee. We all know Honorable Agyekum. Honorable Agyekum has been Deputy Minister for Local Government before.
That's right, Chairman.
See. And you've been nominated to the High Office of Minister of State, Office of the President.
Rightly so, Chairman.
Within the 60 ministers limit of President Mahama, as he promised the good people of Ghana.
That's right, and so.
I believe you are nominee 45 or 40.
I'm not too sure with the numbers, but I'm within.
So, Chairman, my first question is, what are you going to be doing at the presidency as a Minister of State?
Right, thank you very much, Chairman. I'm the Minister of State in charge of the President's special initiatives.
Please, the question has been answered. He's in charge of the special initiatives.
What does it entail? Yes, there was your clerk.
Our dear guest, nobody should interfere with the nominee who is on oath.
Question. So, you said you are the nominee for special initiatives, and the country wants to know what it entails and why those initiatives are under no ministry. Because the president has, through an EI, created 23 ministries. So why the need for a special initiative minister under his office?
Right, at any point in time, His Excellency the President can decide and say that this very initiative is so special and I need to work on it and get a resource at this particular time. So it needs an attention beyond the normal routine. That is why His Excellency the President has appointed me as the Minister of State in charge of special initiatives.
Can you give us 5 of such initiatives that you believe the President will be assigning you to?
Right. I wouldn't say that the President will assign me, but I can mention 5 initiatives that His Excellency the President might have assigned me to do. Some of his initiatives is to take care of or to solve a particular problem. For example, the light railway system to ease congestion in Accra is an initiative, at least to solve a problem. Apart from that, I can also mention the labor export program, which is also meant to at least take care of our excess skill in Ghana. His Excellency the President at some point probably want to make the Parliament of Ghana one of the most environmentally friendliest parliaments in the world. And therefore, there has to be a particular attention to that initiative. So it's also another initiative. And His Excellency is looking at trying to put enough or sufficient infrastructure for e-vehicles in the country. And I think it's an initiative that needs an extra attention. If I may say, probably the national sanitation, the reintroduction of it, is to also take care of a particular problem that we have in Accra and Kumasi. So these are the few initiatives that I can mention.
So let me mold my last question. Traffic congestion. You have Minister for Transport, you have Minister for Roads and Highways, the local assemblies are there, and you think it will be an initiative that your office will be looking at. One, labor export. You have Honorable Peppo being nominated as Minister for Labor and Employment. And you also spoke about Parliament being an environmentally friendly area. A Minister of State has been nominated for Climate Change and Sustainability. There will be duplication of roles there. E-levy, e-vehicles. You have the Ministry of Transport. You have the Minister of Energy and Green Energy Transition. That one too, I believe there will be some duplication of roles there. And the National Sanitation Day. What will Honorable Ahmed be doing our local government since the Sanitation Ministry has been subsumed under the local government ministry? In just 2 minutes, tell us and decouple your roles from some of the duplications that are identified.
Right, thank you very much. It's basically not going to be a duplication. For example, if a Minister of State have been assigned to work on a light railway, I will be collaborating with the Minister for Transport and also any other minister that is involved in doing such a job. So there wouldn't be any conflict at all.
Well, thank you very much, nominee. Congratulations.
I'll proceed to give the floor to Honorable Haji Aladi Ayamba.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Nominee, let me say a big congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You have worked so hard. You have always been there. And from your responses, I know you are going to do a yeoman's job. Because once you are ready to collaborate and to work hand in hand with others, there's no way there's going to be anything like conflict of activities or work or whatsoever. So we are always there. Wish you the best. Continue smiling and work hard so that the NDC will continue to be in power and Ghana will be the beneficiary until. Congratulations.
Haja, you are done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very
much. I will
much.
give the floor to Naudole Sowa. Please.
Thank you, Chairman. Honorable nominee, I wish to congratulate you on your nomination by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who said he's going to appoint 60 ministers, and he has done just that. He says and he does it. I know you'll be able to deliver on your mandate, and I want to wish you the very best. Keep on smiling, like Haja said, because when we meet you, you are always smiling, and we wish you the very best. And let your doors be open to us, so that when we knock on it, not just us, anybody that comes to your door, every Ghanaian, if you are available, avail yourself. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I'll give the floor to Honorable Woman.
Honorable Agyekum, congratulations. I wish you well. I just have one question for you. Can you elaborate on or explain to Ghanaians that the labor export would not bring brain drain?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The labor export, I call it something that is actually not going to be a brain drain at all. The reason why I'm saying this is it's rather going to be a brain gain. Why is it going to be a brain gain? We have excess labor in Ghana. And I think if we have excess labor, we need to do something on this. And what we have to do is to at least train them and send them out somewhere to go and work and rather bring in more revenue into the country, which I think it will help. And this is the trend that is happening all over the world. A lot of countries in the world are making money out of labor export. And with your indulgence, Chairman, most countries, this is what they do now to be able to get more revenue into their country.
Thank you very much. Any further question? I give the floor to Honorable Shaibu.
Chairman, thank you very much. Honorable nominee, congratulations.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
The new role to be played. I'm confident that you will do a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Honorable Roxanne Nelson, the floor is yours.
Kwadwo, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations for the opportunity to serve in government again.
Thank you.
Yet, I am, you know the work we do, so our young people are interested in the initiatives that you are going to roll out, especially under your watch. Given our 4-year mandate, which 2 key programs will you prioritize for year 1 as takeoff for year 1?
Right, Chairman. As you're aware, we have about 3 batches of nurses currently staying at home with our jobs. But with a bit of touch, we should be able to get jobs. In fact, a lot of Ghanaians, especially the young people, what they expect from us now is to give them solutions. And the solutions, one of the key things that they are trying to get is for us to get them jobs. So in as much as we are going to train young people in Ghana on specific skills and send them out somewhere to go and work, I think this is one of the key things I'll be looking at if the president gives me the opportunity to take care of it. It is something very simple. Most countries are making money out of labor export more than foreign direct investment. And this is something that if I have the opportunity, I'll take care of it as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you. My last one. One of our key policy promise is the women's banking. And now, so let me put it this way, yes or no. Will you consider making the women's banking one of your key priority programs so that you begin to roll it out in year 1?
Right. If I have the opportunity, it's one of the key things that we roll it as soon as possible. The reason why I'm saying this is it's a promise we promise most Ghanaians. And the woman in Kranza today will be sitting there and ask me that His Excellency the President said that he's going to give Women's Bank that will have a facility to do our business. I think it's a promise we promise Ghanaians, and it's something we need to do as soon as possible.
Chairman, as a follow-up to my last one, will you consider establishing a branch or 2 branches in South Dine? Peki, Palik, Prevent Tongo, so that my women would they have to travel far to access the facilities that this Women World Bank will be offering?
Rightly so, Chairman, but I'll not be able to say that I will consider 2 branches. But when it gets there, definitely we'll be able to have a chat and see how best we can consider Southern. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would give the floor to Honorable Patricia Apiaje, Deputy Minority
Thank you very
Leader.
much, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to take this opportunity and congratulate my good friend for this, for being nominated by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Thank you very much.
To take up this special responsibility. If I got you right, and I want you to reiterate it, I believe when the president engaged you, the president indicated which areas he would like you to take special initiative and work on. If you don't mind sharing those areas with us before I go on to my next question. Thank you.
Right. I mentioned about 5 of them. I haven't actually been given specifically that this is what you're going to work on. But it's a discussion that we've had. We have promised the people. For example, we said that we're going to do 24-hour economy. Accra, as we sit now, there is so much traffic that it is not something that is going to enable businesses to function well. And therefore, light railway will be something that will help Ghana or Accra. There are other things like the one I mentioned. Some are hanging fruits. And if I say it's a hanging fruit, like I mentioned earlier, the nurse out there in Kwanzaa today wants to get a job. So why can't we do or facilitate something for her or for him to go and work somewhere? The steel benders, or let's say the welders out there, they know very well that the ship industry is in demand of welders elsewhere, and why can't we get them something? A program that is well structured, so they can get some job out there. So I think these are some of the things that are doable. When we talk about Parliament of Ghana, for example, we know very well that we have been talking about transitional energy and all those things, energy efficiency. It's also doable that at least we can put solar system on our buildings and also encourage most members of parliament to drive e-vehicles to this parliament, so we can say that it's one of the most environmentally friendliest parliaments in the world.
Thank you very much. Honorable, I'm happy you're talking about low-hanging fruits that you deploy. You remember in July, we passed the Affirmative Action Act, and it requires a lot of initiative from various sectors to ensure its implementation. It is an equity act. So we are not calling for equality, but we're calling for about 30% of women's involvement in every aspect of our life. Why wouldn't you consider as a priority to ensure that given this special initiative, you're going to ensure that you take up the issue of the implementation of the, I know that is the gender ministry that's supposed to do it, but with your support, I want you to tell us how you can facilitate this process to ensure that every sector is taking up, thinking of wearing those lenses, or be deploying the necessary strategies to achieve that. Thank you.
Right. Definitely, in my ministry, if a particular program or a project is given, we'll definitely make sure that at least the 30% that you're talking about is being seen into, and make sure that it happens.
Thank you for that assurance. I remember the last administration, that is the NPP administration, we initiated the Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication Program to provide local solutions to local problems. In that direction, a multi-purpose Ministry of Special Development Initiative was created. But in your case, there's nothing like that. Out of its development, authorities were established to be the main implementing agencies. Further, the NPP government managed to achieve some successes under this through the construction of mechanized boreholes, construction of small dams under the One Village, One Dam, construction of prefabricated warehouses, among others. My question is, what do you make of this policy, and how do you intend to continue and make it better? Thank you very much.
Right, thank you very much. I think it was policies that were initiated by the elsewhere administration, that is His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's administration. I think it made some impact, and it is not something that I'll be able to say that it is coming to me for me to work on. Because if you look at the designation, I am a Minister of State in charge of the current President's special initiatives. And therefore, if it is something that I'm asked to do, I will be able to work on it. But I sit here now, I've not been given that mandate to be able to work on it.
Right. Thank you very much. President Mahama, the flag bearer said the next NDC government would eliminate all wasteful government initiatives if elected, and that the flag bearer would also allocate funds from projects such as highly pursued one district, one village initiative into other viable projects for economic development. My question, in accordance with President Mahama's campaign statement, can you justify the statement, and does this mean you would discontinue the One Village, One Dam policy?
Right. I think it's the decision of the President, His Excellency the President, to take that decision. I do not have those powers to say as to whether I'm going to continue with the project or I'm going to terminate those projects.
Right. You've already mentioned some programs that you plan to implement to address Ghana's unique development challenges. As a special initiative minister, what initiative will be in place to ensure that the purpose of the Affirmative Action Bill is achieved? I'm going there again, because I am single-handedly going to ensure that it doesn't rest on the shelves as just a document somewhere. Please, thank you. I want you to be specific. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I think I mentioned earlier that at any point in time that I have a project or I have a program that I'm working on, if there's anything to do, I think we'll take care of affirmative action with that 30% that we have to work on.
Finally, I want to ask about the Farmers Service Center and farm banks in the country. How are you going to implement such initiative? Thank you.
I think it's an initiative that has not been given to me to work on. The Agric Minister has been given that mandate to work on, and I think I'll have to leave that for the Agric Minister to work on.
Thank you very much. I wish you the best in your endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll give the floor to Honorable Kwaku Riget. Hagan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Nominee, congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, with your permission, I'll call my friend Kwadwo. I know you do great. For the kind of role that you are going into, and there's going to be a lot, actually, within the next 4 years, in terms of the promises that we have made. So we will definitely need a utility player like you. So I think you are versatile, and I believe that those qualities will make you succeed in any assignment that His Excellency the President gives you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I have no question for you, actually.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Honourable members, I will proceed to give the floor to the ranking member.
Honorable nominee, you'll finish this with your tax clearance certificate.
At least so.
Yeah, the 2024, you have turnover nil, not applicable, and then chargeable income nil. Did you have to pay anything to the tax authorities?
No.
You didn't?
No.
But the certificate that you have, you haven't paid anything in December to them for 2024.
Yes, rightly so. As of the time I was getting this...
So what I'm saying, you've not paid anything
No.
for 2024?
No.
All right. But...
December 2024, you mean?
Let me take you back.
Okay.
Did you pay any tax to GRA for the year 2024?
Yes.
When did you pay it?
My tax are deducted from source.
Now, how did you obtain your tax clearance certificate?
From GRA.
Get on to the certificate you have. (2024) turnover not applicable. Chargeable income nil. Tax charged 0. Tax paid 39,000. Did you have to pay this on account?
No, like I said, my taxes are being deducted from Parliament, so when I'm going to take my tax clearance, I just apply to GRA and they do it for me.
I got it. You have on your CV 2007 September to 2008 July. IMBA, International Entrepreneurship, into bracket, University of Applied Sciences, Bremen, Germany. How did you undertake this program?
I undertook it in Germany.
I know Bremen University, you do some in Moscow, some in Bremen. Was it that type?
It's called a dual master's program.
So why didn't you state that? Would you want to take the leave of Mr. Chair to amend your CV? Because I know about that program.
Yes, I have actually put the two together, stating that I did Westminster and I did Hochschule Bremen, which is University of Applied Science. But my campus wasn't in Moscow. There are about 4 or 5 campuses, which is Wilmington, Valencia, Westminster and Bremen.
So, Honorable Nominee, let's stay there. So, you indicate postgraduate diploma, global business, University of Westminster. When? From when to when did you pursue this one?
Right. It's the same year. Like you said, you do part of it in this campus and you go to the other campus to do it. So my first one was in Westminster Harrow campus. Then second one was in Bremen.
So, are you saying that you have certificates for both?
Rightly so.
Check the dates. Are you certain of the dates you have provided? September 2007 to July 2008. That is some 9-10 months. The program that I know, I do not think that you have stated the date correctly. Would you want to have an opportunity to refresh your memory on this?
Mr. Speaker, is correct. That is how the program is structured. I think I even brought my transcript even with me. That is how the program is structured. The program is structured in the way that you do one part of the program in this particular campus, then you go to the other campus to do it, and you are awarded the 2 certificates.
Okay, so let's pay attention to the dates.
Right.
So you can give us some explanation. So from September 2007, which part did you, from September 2007, which of them did you start with? 2007 September.
That's Westminster.
Okay, how long did you stay there?
I stayed in Westminster, I think, till about January or February. I still have my passport here with the visas and everything in my passport.
Chairman, Honorable Nominee, I'm not talking about your passport.
No, I'm talking about the
I'm not
evidence
talking
to
about
that
this.
effect.
If you pay attention, is there a lot of times the problem is you, the nominees, don't pay attention to the questions.
Right.
Very, very simple questions based on your CVs. Then when you go deep into the ocean and I get in there with you, then there's a problem.
No, there's
Relax.
no problem. Okay.
I'm not talking about your visa. I'm not talking about student permit. Just pay attention step by step.
Okay.
You started the program in September.
That's right.
Fortunately, I know about this program.
That's it.
So in September, you entered Westminster.
That's right.
You stayed in Westminster September, October, November, all the way to February.
Yes.
2008.
Yes.
Correct?
That's right.
So you graduated in February, or you finished the first part in February?
No, the program, you don't graduate in February.
I'm asking, so
Okay.
for you to explain.
So the program, you don't graduate in February. It's a dual master's program, a program that 2 universities come together to work on it. So what you do is you complete this university at this side, then you go to the other side, then you go and continue. And the 2 is what they base on to award the certificate in both sides.
You have the 2 certificates here?
Right. I don't have the certificates here, but I have my transcript to that effect.
Okay. So you have the transcript for the postgraduate diploma in global business.
Rightly so.
Right here.
Rightly so.
And then you will have the IMBA, International Entrepreneurship, also with you here.
Rightly so.
But not the certificate.
No.
Okay. Why do you have the transcript here but not the certificate?
I have certificate as well, Mr. Chair.
Why are they not here?
Because I brought my transcript here. The transcript will give you detail of how the program is structured.
Chairman, with your leave, whilst we go through the questions, with your leave, since he has them here, I may want to be going through whilst not to deliver. I do. I am very much aware of it. When we were at UCC, we were applying for it. Yes. Okay.
No, your microphone. Honorable Ranking Member, we are dealing with a colleague member of Parliament.
Don't worry, let's give it to him.
Is it on its way, please? Very well. So, Honorable Nominee, when you were done with your first degree, how long did it take you to start your master's?
Mr. Chairman, I went straight to the other program.
You went straight, what do you mean exactly?
When I finished in 2007, and from 2007, that's it, you can finish it to oh, sorry.
Honorable Nominee, just take your time, sort the certificate out, then you can proceed to answer the question.
Okay, I've given it to her.
Very well.
Yeah, so you said you went straight away. So when did you graduate? You have your first degree here?
Yeah, I have it with me as well.
The first degree?
I have it, I have my transcript, I have everything.
Take it easy.
No worries.
The first degree, you have the first degree, your BA honors. You have it here, but not the transcript.
Rightly so.
Okay. Then September 2000. Okay, we have the Westminster here. The Westminster one is here. Do we have the University of Applied Science? Do you have it here? Pardon?
It's part of it.
No, Chairman, with respect, what I have with me here is the University of Westminster, and then record of learning achievement. Then we have the model. We have the postgraduate diploma in global business. So I'm saying that the transcript here talks about the programs you took at Westminster. It doesn't have the Bremen University one. That's what I've handed it over to Chairman. And then you said you have your first degree here. Okay. Have you filed this asset declaration thing? Have you filed it with the Auditor General?
Yes, I filed my assets declaration.
Please, when did you file it?
Assets declaration, I think I filed one when I was on my first parliament, and second parliament too, I filed it.
Let's go to page 1 of your CV. You have contact information, your phone number, postal address, box 16 in Kranza. Do you have a residence in Kranza?
Yes, please.
Do you have a residence in Accra?
Rightly so.
Where in Accra?
I have a resident in Ashoman Estate.
A property you've rented or you've bought or you own?
I own.
The lease to that, do you have it?
No, I don't have it here.
You don't have a document to read?
No, I don't have the document.
Okay. But you've paid for the land?
Rightly so.
I can be irritating, eh? Don't worry. That is the job. Once upon a time, a British opposition leader said His Majesty's opposition leader's job is to oppose. But on this occasion, I'm reasonably doing inquisition for your own good. All right? Yeah. It has to be sufficient. My seniors are taking me through some contra law tutorials. So you mean you don't have any documents at all to your land?
With me.
Have you been paying some property tax?
Yes, I do pay property tax.
To the GRA?
No, to the assembly.
Okay, that is not a tax.
Oh, that's property rate.
There's a property rate?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, honorable friend of the committee. You have indicated that your hometown is in Kranza.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
You're referring to where your mom comes from or where dad comes from, both of them?
Both of them.
Very well. Honorable Minister of State in charge of special initiatives. What is this all about? Special initiatives. What is it all about? Tell us.
Right, thank you.
But I can help you before we get there. Proud to receiving this nomination, did you get any briefing from His Excellency or anybody authorized by him as to what role you expected to play with this portfolio?
Rightly so.
So with who? The president himself or persons duly authorized by him?
The president authorized somebody to give me a briefing.
So what was the briefing? What were you told?
I was told that His Excellency the President has got a lot of initiatives. However, there may be certain special initiatives that he will ask me or he will task me to take care of. And that initiative may need something beyond the normal routine. And that is something he gave.
Okay. What were some of these initiatives?
I mentioned, I think you were not here earlier, I mentioned about 4 or 5 of them.
Please repeat them for my purpose.
Right, thank you. I think I mentioned the labor export program. I mentioned the light railway to take care of the hectic traffic situation in Accra. I made mention of the making sure that we have green parliament, which is one of the greenest in the world. I also made mention of putting in place the right infrastructure and sufficient.
This is your accent, is it American or the British? Which of them?
This is the Nkranza one. This is the Nkranza one. This is the Nkranza one. This is the Nkranza accent.
Which one? This is your chief whip will create problem for you. Which one is that? Is it the American accent or?
This is the Nkranza one because I was born and bred in Nkranza.
Yes, go on. You were.
I've mentioned, I think about 3 or 4 of them already to you, Mr. Chair.
So you would not be responsible to any minister?
Not as I know.
So from the briefing, the president authorized person gave you, you are supposed to report directly to the president, correct?
Rightly so. I'll be reporting to the president.
Your previous portfolio was deputy local government minister, correct?
That's where I know ranking.
Your previous portfolio in government was deputy local government minister, correct?
That's right. So.
To what extent would you say the then minister, the respected Nilante Vanderpoel, to what extent would you say he inspired and mentored you and prepared you for this new role as a Minister of State? And that would be my last question.
Right, thank you. Nilante, I see him as a brother. I worked with him very well. We worked closely as brothers and colleagues. And what I can say about Nilante is that I always say he's not a greedy person, and he opens up to anybody that he's working with. This is what I can say. And whatever he's got, he will share with you in terms of knowledge, in terms of skill, in terms of anything, he will share with you.
Honorable colleague, thank you. You are a good fellow, and I wish you all the best. I'm sure you would hear from the committee. Thank you very much indeed for indulging me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Please, order. This is parliamentary proceedings. We don't clap.
You read it, sir.
Honourable members, though I do not have the list of the allowable 10 members to accompany the nominee, let me use the opportunity to welcome all of you for coming to support the nominee. Honorable nominee, I will then proceed to ask you my question. 1, after your nomination, have you ever been in my office to give me money as a consideration of you being approved?
Honorable Chair, I haven't been to your office.
Honorable member, have I ever, personally or on phone, requested for money from you in order for you to get approved?
Never.
Thank you very much. I have no further question for you. Congratulations for your nomination and attending upon the committee to answer questions posed to you. You will hear from the committee. You are hereby accordingly discharged.
Thank you.
Next nominee, please take your seat.